Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. So today I figured I would just do another topic video. Of course, we'll have this discussion and whatnot, which I've done before anyway, so whatever, guess. Here we are again. This, of course, is going to be in regards to another kaiju thing. I haven't spoken about a kaiju movie thing, discussion, whatever you call it, in a good while anyway, so I'm kind of using this as an excuse to talk about it. So, I'm talking about the Academy Awards, well, a specific award show anyway, because let's just say there were some nominees that was going to be a part of this kind of a thing. I know this kind of thing is something I normally don't want to talk about. I think this is probably the first time I'm doing a video like this anyway, because it's just something I don't want to talk about really. But you see Sergeant Nagel and some two well-known individuals being up the nominees and who's going to win best of what and whatnot. So here you go, I guess.
Well, Arnold and I are presenting tonight together for a very obvious reason.
We both tried to kill Batman.
Yeah. Well, we both tried. I as the Penguin in Batman Returns.
That was Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin.
How did Batman beat you?
Oh, he used my one weakness against me.
Heat.
Love.
Oh. He threw me out a window. Yeah, really. Yeah, he's really.
Batman, that son of a bitch.
Where is he?
Yeah.
He's here.
I hate him.
There he is. He's right here. He's right here. Look.
You have a lot of nerve to show your face around
you
here.
got, you know.
Son of a
You
bitch.
are a real beak breaker. I'm gonna see you after the governor's ball,
You better believe it.
pal. All right, and here are the nominees for achieving in visual effects, the artists who take us beyond the real world, beyond the limitations of a movie set. The creator, Jay Cooper, Ian Cumley, Andrew Roberts, and Neil Corbo. Godzilla -1, Takashi Yamazaki, Kyoko Shibuya, Masaki Takahashi, and Tatsuji Nojima. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Stefan Serati, Alexei Weisbrot, Guy Williams, and Theo Bialik. Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Alex Wutka, Simone Coco, Jeff.
As you can see, of course, this is in regards of best visual effects, of course, and that's of course Hollywood is known for this kind of thing and whatnot, and they're just giving the best visual effects. Who is the winner? Drum roll, please. So there you go, I guess you can say. So you can see him opening the letter to announce who won here, folks. Oh yeah.
Godzilla. This is
So there you go. You heard it yourself. Godzilla won an award. Yes, a fucking giant monster movie from Japan, a B movie, what do you even call it? Yeah, that goes to show the snobby film critics out there just thinking that they know everything and just treat these types of movies like nothing more than trash. Which unfortunately, these types of movies are just the butt of jokes. So there you go. I find it kind of funny that something in the lines of James Cameron's Avatar or any of his movies or something from the United States would most likely win this kinds of stuff, but not in this case.
My career began 40 years ago after the shock of seeing Star Wars and Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
By the way, folks, in case you don't know, yes, this is literally the first time in the franchise that this kind of thing had actually happened. So it took more than several decades for Godzilla to actually win anything. And it's a special effects visual thing, I guess you can say, which I find kind of ironic in the sense that one of the things that this movie franchise get made fun of a lot is, of course, the special effects. Yet years down the line, it's what made it win this award. So there you have it. It's kind of funny when you think about it. So there you go, I guess.
To someone so far from Hollywood, even the possibility of standing on this stage seemed out of reach. The moment we are nominated, we felt like Rocky Balboa welcomed into the.
This goes to show you that this kind of thing can actually happen with talent. Of course, Godzilla Minus One made history at the '96 Academy Awards, ensuring that this had won for Best Visual Effects. So there you go. So this is from the Toho company, which is responsible for most of the Godzilla films that was made over the years. And this again shows you that with a lot of hard work, it can happen. And it's one of those times it actually did pay off when you think about it.
Being as equals by as because by our biggest rivals, which was already Miyako. But shall we stand?
I get the sense that maybe the director isn't really too familiar with English, so you can kind of see he's stumbling on it. But it's okay though. What's important is that he did win this award for his involvement in the film. I just believe that counts for something, I guess. So he should be proud of himself for this happening. His movie won at this thing, so there you have it. He should be really proud of himself. So there you go. Give yourself a pat on the back, so to speak.
to, to all the black artists outside Hollywood, Hollywood was listening and this.
Usually, the types of movies that do win awards are often these drama type movies. And it's also why I don't, well, get a big part of it, why I don't watch these types of shows is that they just seem rather biased in the sense that there's a certain type of specific movie that they want to have in this type of programming because it has to be like a drama movie in order to be gratified. So when a film from a different genre, like this one, for example, wins anything, it just comes out as a surprise, really. And it just goes to show you that these things could happen, really. But it just seems like the people of this who select these kinds of awards would seem rather selective when you think about it, because horror movies won't be here. I mean, horror movies usually don't want to win anything. Like at least at something like this, really. I'm not saying it's impossible. It just seems like people just want to see maybe something in regards of drama. Drama type movies seem to win these kinds of awards and whatnot. So I was actually pleasantly surprised that a Godzilla movie of all things, like we were saying earlier, won an award. Just that counts for something right there. So you could be creative in your own work. I'm not saying being creative will solve everything really, because you can still lose anyway, even if your film is actually really good. Unfortunately, but thankfully in this case it does pay off being creative. In this case, I've seen this movie when it came out in the United States anyway, or like an extended stay for a little while. So I actually didn't mind seeing this really. So hearing this, that it was actually a good thing here. Mind you, Godzilla Minus One was made at roughly around $15 million. That's just pocket change compared to the other films that were mentioned. The other films that were mentioned in in this category cost way more. One of them was a Marvel movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which actually ended up costing way more than the budget for Godzilla Minus One. So, cranky. Just let you know, folks. And don't get me wrong, this is not me taking jabs at Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 or the Mission Impossible movie or anything like that. It's not me taking stabs at those movies. I'm just trying to give you a proper perspective on this. A film that was not even the cost of, not even half and a half of what the budget of those movies were. End up waiting for visual effects. So there you go. If that's not telling, I don't know what is. So there you go, I guess you can say. Yeah, just something I want to discuss. You just give me a reason to talk about something kaiju related. And I know I'm not too frequent with that, which is kind of a shame because I do like this genre. I don't mind talking about these types of movies, really. I just have to make some interesting comments or what have you. Just trying to think about what kind of cool thing can I discuss or crazy thing I could discuss in this kind of a thing. So, of course, it's my way of trying to make some kind of effort to discuss this kind of a thing in one way or another, and there you have it. And don't get me wrong, folks. Don't take this the wrong way. Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 did win a few awards of its own, of course. I'm not saying that it didn't. I'm just saying give you a proper perspective. But another strange thing, like we were saying earlier, out of among the eligible films for an Oscar award of any kind when it comes to something like this, it's usually drama movies. Drama films have a strong tendency to be nominated and go to the win Best Picture. So it just seems like that's usually the case for the vast majority of the time. And why does it have to be a drama to win anything? It's usually winning the Best Picture. Best Picture is a separate award from Best Visual, by the way, or Best Sound, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Leading Actor, so on and so forth. It goes in different categories, is what I'm saying. For those who don't know, or maybe best what anything else you can think of, like best music or something, something like that, I guess. But I'm just throwing it out there just to get a decent perspective of what I'm talking about. So okay, let me just wrap this up. I could go on and on for this, but it just seems kind of surprising. A Godzilla movie, of all the things to win best visual effects, of all the things, like what the hell? Like I was saying earlier, usually these top stuff, these movies get made fun of, they get mocked for it. Usually, anyway, they're usually the butt of jokes like Gamera or anything else you can think of. They're usually the butt of jokes. So there you go. Anyway, that'll be it for now, folks. As always, thanks for watching and take care. Till next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.